I just don't like waiting, so I always start secretly like this. Don't tell Ursula. Ursula, stop listening. Ursula, I can hear you listening to me. Stop it. Oh my god. We've been cursed by a cough. Face. Cam. Whoa. Hello, hello. Don't choke. Yeah, that'd be a good start to things. As if I choked. I still have Christmas stuff up, because it's still Christmas. Tomorrow's the last day of Christmas. That's the 12 days of Christmas. From 25th to the 6th of January. Epiphany time. Okay, I'll try drinking water instead of making gross coughing noises. I am in such a mood. I had like a tickle in my throat, and I kept coughing last night, and I couldn't sleep. So I took a Benadryl because I assumed it would either stop the itching in my throat, or it would make me pass out, or it would do both. And it did both, and I just, ugh. Benadryl's like too powerful. Benadryl goes harder than like a whole lot of eggnog, man. Like, you can get reasonably tipsy and then have a good morning the next day, but you do Benadryl, that messes you up for like 24 hours. I guess that's why they say don't operate heavy machinery on the back of it. Are you guys gonna stream on Twitch? Nah. Don't tell anyone. This is a secret between all of us. But I'm working on YouTube videos. Cause I'm a YouTuber. I missed this whole YouTube thing. The secret Benadryl stream. Yeah, exactly. Welcome to my secret Benadryl stream. Do you like my sweatshirt? It looks like he's talking into the mic. He's going. Ding, ding, bam. So we get to chat for 10 minutes and then I officially start. Oh god. I gotta find the... Sorry. I gotta locate the perfect fidget. I saw a bunch of like telephone cords at like a, I don't know what kind of store you would call it, surplus store type place. And I was like, oh man, if you just bought phone cords, those are great fidgets. Untapped market potential to get rid of all the phone cords that were not bought up in the 90s. Sitting on a gold mine of squiggly guys. Jesus. I got scared by the washing machine. Our dryer hasn't been living up to its name. It is like a spinny machine. It's just not heating up much. Like, it heats up like a little bit, so I don't know what that is. And if I was a reasonable... Stop. Stop it. Ugh. Never get married. Would you encourage fully episodic comics even though there's lore? I've hit a weird point where my story is coming out worse with an actual storyline. If you want to do purely episodic, like, that's fine. There's lots of TV shows like that, right? It's not something I know much about because I find it difficult to not plot, so I do find it impressive. On some level. Oh my god. My eczema is back with full force. Ugh. I got a rash. Ugh. It's a rashy season. Oh my god. I just gotta survive. I just gotta survive this Benadryl situation. And then we can move forward together as friends. Comrades. Does anyone know if Nat is, like, coming to the thing? Or if, like... Is it legit if I start early, or do I have to wait? I don't wanna start without them. Bum, bum, bum. I only have one thing to review this time, guys. Spicy. A spicy meatball. Okay, I'll start. Because it was supposed to start at 6, but I was walking Serena, and I came back in a mood. Because the aforementioned Benadryl situation. I woke up at 12:20 today. Ugh. Okay. So this is the critique stream where we critique things that have been submitted by patrons. This is the long form stream, so it's any long form submission. So like usually it's just like a segment of like comics and stuff. So this month, well, this is like the December one because of holidays. That's what you call them, because of the holidays. It got pushed back to the first week. Or is this the first or is this the second week of January? It's the first. Okay. Whew. January started on a Sunday? What? Wild. Okay. Yes, this is the first week of January. And then we'll have another stream on Saturday, and then we'll have even more streams on the end of the month, the last week of the month. So I read over Herbomachia from Nat. and I'm here to critique the writing. Um, it's got all the things like that are typically like good of your work. Um, I'm liking getting more into like just the further we get into this whole tournament. I like the characterizations. I like how even though she's mad, um uh the one character um still shows concern about the main character's hand situation thing. Like I think that's good characterization. Sorry. Um, 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 yeah, so everything's moving at a good pace. Um, very solid. I don't know. Um, I think as far as like issues go, um, where was it? I don't know. I don't think I have any issues like like surfacing. I am interested in seeing how the next round of the competition goes, and how you're going to create stakes, despite there being like a obvious ending, right? Because you have the characters not going against each other, and I'm gonna assume that they win against uh this other character, and that they will, after the semifinal, like the friends will go against each other. If that's not the case, I think it's fine, and I think it's an interesting way to play things. Um, but if they do end up winning, like that's like the predictable ending. So I'm just interested in how you will continue to like add stakes to things. Because in like the previous one, it was adding the stakes, and tension between their friendship, and also like adding to like the struggle that our main character has because of how her magic works. Um, yeah, and that's not like critique. I'm just like genuinely interested in how that will play out, and yeah. Ugh, yeah. I don't have much to say. I never do. I'm sorry. But I also know Ursula talks forever, so yeah. I liked it. It's good. Here, you can have Ursula. Um, yeah, I'm just padding for time as Ursula appears. She's doing a big stretch. Watch out, guys. She's gonna punch me. You coming?
Oh, do I have to punch you?
No, I'm waiting for you to come over here so that I can leave. I wasn't sure if you were ready. I was staying there. I was waiting for you to approach.
Oh,
hi.
I was waiting in the wings. You know, I don't want to show up before my cue. Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh no, a puppy. There's a puppy. You can see her little ears. Hi, Serena. Serena, hello. Oh, she coming. Hello. Come on. Come on. Hello. It's Serena. Hello. 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 What are you doing? Kisses.
Kisses?
Kisses. No kisses. Okay, she's gonna hang out for a hot minute. Hello, man. I have not streamed in so long. I've been binging your channel. Oh heck yeah! Well, thank you for coming to the stream. Working on your script. Good, good. I'm proud. All right, Nat. So I will continue with the critique of your wonderful comic.
It really is about sitting beside me.
Serena just loves to sit beside you. Even though she snuggles with me at night.
Well, that's why she needs to snuggle me.
Oh, she needs to snuggle you to make up for it. She's like, I cuddle mom at night and I cuddle dad during the day. It's only fair. She likes you because you take her for walks. Okay.
Oh shit, they haven't met our kid.
Go get him. To no one's surprise, we got another addition to the zoo. As you do. As you do. I'd like to hear doggo thoughts. Me too. Me too. I feel like it would be very wholesome. This is our last kitten edition. Yeah.
Like with dogs.
Whoa. Whoa, hello. This is a Tallow. God of Chaos.
He's a Cornish Rex.
Yes. Alien cat. My buddy. Oh, hello. He's so skinny and he has curly fur.
Skinny legend.
He is a skinny legend. I love him.
Serena, what are you up to?
Our little man. Baby. You baby. He's so cuddly. Oh, hi, mister. Hi, mister. And it only took like a week for the other cats to accept him. I was proud of them. Goodbye, mister. Oh, bonk! Sorry, he had bumped the mic. Goodbye, Meter. Meter Tallow. How many animals? Oh god. Too many. Did he run under your butt as you're sitting down? He does that to me too. Too many animals. Okay. Anyways, back to the matter at hand. Nat, my friend. Is Nat here? I don't know. Nat, I did see your news about, hold on, let me double check what it was. Because it was really good news. Right, you're getting an art residency? Like, that's so cool. I'm very proud of you. I hope that goes well. Okay, anyways, on to the... Get out of here. Little mister. Okay, so as for all of the pages, as usual, your paneling is like really nice, really great flow. I always love what you do with Oh my god. This cat. Okay, I always really like what you do with, like the dynamicness of my, oh my god. Chaos. Anarchy. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, the panels are all really nice and dynamic. Love it. Great placement for everything. Yeah, I couldn't... Like, there are a couple places where things feel a bit empty, like here where they're, like, going, to the mechanics, but, like, I imagine that'll be filled out when you color things and kind of make more, like, adjustments to the page. Like, I figure this is just the sketching stage. Yeah. I don't know, it's hard. I'm like, you're doing such a good job. Like, why... What can I say? It's hard to find flaws in it. I do love the stretching. You do some very good dynamic stretching with Aaliyah. It's very cute. Yeah, I think that would just be my only tip. There's just a couple spaces where I think there's maybe a bit too much white space, like here when she's like doing the mechanical work. It does feel like a little bit empty around here. It totally could change if you like have, I don't know, details you're gonna put in, or maybe color will make it feel more full. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of just like empty white space here. And the panels, it's a lot of the same size of panel here, like through the middle of it. So just be careful of that. Yeah, just something to note. But I figure it's just the sketching stage and you're gonna fill it out more. But yeah, otherwise everything looks really good. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely love the way you like use your panel placement to kind of direct the reader, and you do a lot of like really great overlap between like panels kind of like melding into the background of other panels and overlapping and having little ornate pieces throughout to kind of lead your eye around. I think you do a really good job with that overall. I've probably said it in like previous critiques, but I just want to like double down on it, and like it's really good. Yeah, but otherwise it looks freaking great. I'm excited. Yeah, I agree with Bones. I'm excited to see like where the next stage of the, hi kitty, where the next stage of the competition goes. Kitten distractions. Yeah, but I'm curious about the next stage of the competition, and how it's gonna wrap up, because you said you're getting close to the end here, which is so cool. Awesome. Well, Nat, I don't think you're here in chat right now, but if you have questions afterwards, please let us know, and we'll happily answer them. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Kairos. It's you. You are the one. And I think you're here. I think I saw you in chat earlier. Hello. Okay, let me just quickly check your notes. Okay, so I enjoyed the pacing of this batch. I think I've seen some of the pages in the last time you submitted, but they're like more finished now. I think it was just sketches last time. But yeah, I really enjoyed the pacing. There's lots of good little, I don't know, I'm enjoying following them on this little adventure to figure out what to do with this guy and like get into the apartment and stuff. Yeah, it feels like a good payoff for some of the stuff you like set up earlier with like the landlord and where he lives. Let me see. Yeah, I think there's also some nice suspense that you built up at the very end here with the door opening and stuff. I thought that was nice. and the way you paced out the panels, where you see like the door opening, he doesn't notice. We see like the hand reaching out and the other guy noticing, and then he gets yanked back. Like, just well paced. Really nice there. There's a couple of little... I have like 2 nitpicks. And I think that's it, because otherwise everything looks really great. Okay, my one nitpick number 1 is on this page when he gets in through the window and he's looking at his apartment, and the top 3 panels have him putting something into his bag. It could be something from a previous submission that I totally forgot about. But then he stands up and he says, all right, what am I taking with me? Where it feels like that should be the first thought. I don't know. It could also be fixed by saying, what else am I taking with me? It just feels like a bit... And I think the reason it feels off is because then we also have this moment where he's going through getting like the clothes and food, and then he stops when he sees the note inside that book. It feels like if these are the 2 significant items, like, I don't know, the order of information feels a little weird to me with this. Supposed to be his shoulder bag that he's been wearing. Oh, I totally missed that. You're right. So he puts it in the backpack. Oh, gotcha. Okay, if I were you and you wanted to just quickly get rid of the bag, I feel bad because you've already drawn this and started coloring, and I don't want to make you like go through it. But what I might do is if I would put these all into like one panel where you just kind of have him in the middle of the action of taking the shoulder bag off and putting it in the bag, maybe 2 panels if you wanted. But I think that makes it feel less significant, because having these 3 panels highlighting him putting the shoulder bag in his backpack feels very like intentional. It brings a lot of weight to the shoulder bag, so I thought it was like a significant thing he was putting away. The only exception is if you have a setup later where I know you said you're tired of drawing it so you put it away. You could have a setup later where it's really significant that this is in his backpack, where like, I don't know, someone takes his backpack, or like someone is rummaging through his backpack and finds the satchel. Like, yeah. Otherwise I wouldn't put so much thought or so much time in putting away the satchel. But I understand like wanting people to see it so that they understand continuity. I think I just like, and if you didn't want to change too much, I think I just need him pulling it off his shoulders, because it feels so separate of when we just come into it's already off him and he's putting it in his bag. So yeah, just some other ways to consider it. I think you have a bunch of options you could go with. Hello, Nora Inu, welcome. But yeah, I really enjoyed the bit where he finds the book. I'm like, whoa, what is it? You do a good job with like setting up little mystery hooks. Yeah, and I'm also curious about who the heck is grabbing him. I'm like, is it the landlord? Is it someone else? Are there people chasing them now? I want to know. Is it the ex? Anyways, yeah. Good stuff. The only other thing... So I think... Sorry, so going into my second nitpick is this last page, where I think the visuals you've included are the right visuals. Because like I said, I like the pacing of it. I think there's good build-up and suspense. The only thing is, I think the placement of this panel where the hand grabs the back of his coat, it just feels like it's placed too close to the panel above it. Yeah, it could help making it smaller or pulling it down a little bit. But yeah, it just feels a little too close to the one above it, where it makes them feel almost more connected than the ones that are side by side here. Like, I like how you have the dialogue leading down to this panel, but it's just like a little too close to the top. And I think it would be stronger if it had a bit more like visual distance. But otherwise, everything looks great. So that's my second little nitpick for you. But otherwise, everything looks great. I love the use of shadows and depth. I think your backgrounds are really strong. There's lots of like structure to everything. I noticed that too when I was reading it back. Probably be an easy fix. Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, otherwise it looks so good. Yeah, awesome stuff. I love this bit where he's walking up the wobbly couch. It's so good. Such a good little cute moment. But yeah, I agree. This is a nicely done comic. Awesome. Do you have any questions, Kairos? Is there anything I didn't touch on that you were wondering about? I also think you've been doing a really good job with the contrast. Like, especially like this panel in particular stands out, where he's going around the side of the building. You've got this nice, like, really dark background piece where it really makes the character stand out and the foreground stand out from the background. It's just nice. You're doing good work with like the color and the contrast as well. Oh, sorry, it's outside. Oh, sure. I think it'll probably be different experience for someone who's blasting through the comic versus how you've been reading the monthly batches. Does the dark background feel repetitive? I don't think so. I think it's got like... It's got a good through line. Because they're... Like... I find your environments are very distinct. Because... I'm excited to getting back into a well-lit scene. I'm the opposite of you. I love like a really dark scene that I can like fill in with black. I don't think it's repetitive, so I think you've done like a really good job with like establishing the scenery. Not the scenery, but like each kind of set piece in your story, because like you had like the elevator and now we're at his apartment building, and like I like your transitionary panels of like showing off the city. And I think you just do a good job with like setting the mood and like the distinct environment stuff. Yeah, I don't find it repetitive. I think it's just you're doing a good job with like maintaining the look of each of your set pieces. Because looking at it, like I understand where they are in space. Like I understand when they're like going down the stairs and like through the city, and then they're at the apartment, and then they go around the side. Like there's a very distinct sense of space. So yeah, I think you're doing a really good job. Yeah. I think it's one of those things where it definitely feels like more repetitive for like us as the artists, because we're staring at it for hours and hours. But I think to what you're saying about someone blasting through it, I think it's like even less noticeable when things are like similar, if that makes sense. It's hard to tell sometimes how readers perceive environments. Yeah, totally. Because when you're making it, you have this like mental map of like where everything is. But yeah, it's sometimes you wonder if other people do. But I think you've got a very good sense of like space, and the way you like orientate your characters. Like it's very. I find it easy to tell where they are, like in the room, and where spaces are in relationship to each other. Like I remember, like the scene with the elevator and outside the elevator. Like it had a very distinct space to it, and it was easy to tell like where they were. Yeah, and then same with this apartment. Yeah. Metallo says, you got a good comic. Metallo. Can you guys hear him purring? I don't know. I can't tell. Come here, bud. Yeah. Jeez Louise. This cat. This cat. Yeah, did you have any other questions? Anything I didn't cover? That's all the questions? Awesome. Well, thank you for submitting. Thank you to you and Nat. You're our only two for this stream, but we'll be back on Saturday for our next stream where lots of folks have submitted character designs and illustrations and some comic pages. Yeah. Well, thanks everybody. Hold on. Let me get this little guy situated. Ugh. Well, that's all, folks. We're gonna go snuggle this little dude. And, you all be good to yourselves, okay? You all make wonderful art. And, take time for self-care. And... Happy New Year.